Hello everyone. So awesome to see you today. My name is Coombe-Heath, binge and emotional eating recovery specialist. I'm excited to be back here today. Today is actually Are You Okay Day. So I'd love to know in the comments, are you okay? And just know that it is okay not to be okay. Because we're all emotional beings and sometimes we just need that extra love and support. So let me know if you're okay and let me know if you're not okay, and I'm still gonna send you a little hug just to brighten your day. So thank you so much for joining me today. And you know, this week is also eating disorder and body image awareness week. And I thought that would be very appropriate to come and do a tapping sequence today on body image. So let me know in the comments if you struggle with body image issues. Let me know out of 0 to 10, where are you on the body love scale? 0 being like, oh my gosh, I just love my body so much, it's amazing. 10 being like, oh my gosh, I just cannot stand being in this body. And I wanted to tell you a story about my journey, and I really wanted to let you know that I understand what it's like to struggle with body image. And I think it's something that we all struggle with every now and then, and it is something that we all kind of have to grapple with at some point in our times. But for those of us who struggle or who have struggled with disordered eating and eating disorders, body image can be such a massive driver towards our eating behavior. And in saying that, often the way we feel about our bodies is actually what leads us into restrictive eating, leads us into not eating, leads us into purging, leads us into over-exercising, you know, you name it. And that is basically what drives us into those behaviors. But it comes down to what we actually feel inside. And, you know, we've all been conditioned in a very regimental diet industry kind of culture where thin is beautiful, and if you're not that, then everything is okay, or everything is like, then you're not good enough. And that's the belief that most of us has brought up on. And you know, I think from my experience, I started noticing my body and feeling bad about my body from the age of 12. So, and with working with my clients, the age of 12 is actually already quite old to start having those body image. Some of my clients have had body image issues since the age of 4. And it's no wonder then if we feel so insecure about our bodies that we do things that is just, you know, not deemed normal for the rest of the society. And it's no wonder that some of us end up with disordered eating or eating disorders. But many people don't have that. However, they still feel like their bodies aren't good enough. And this again comes from a culture where when I grew up, I saw in magazines from a very young age how weight loss was praised. There was always a before and after pic, and the caption would always read something like, I am now so much happier, I am now so much more successful, I am now so much more confident. So when we see that, we equate weight loss and thinness with happiness, confidence, and actually those things have got nothing to do with one another. However, that's what we see, that's what we get trained in the diet industry. And unfortunately, I see this so many times. There's an amazing woman with amazing before and after photos. Her body is amazing in both. However, she will say in her after photo that she's still not happy, she still hasn't reached her goals. And I think, you know, it's time that we actually start appreciating our bodies, our soul suit, as I like to call it, because this is the only place where we have to live. So today I am going to just create a little bit of a tapping sequence to help you shift any feelings that you have towards your body. So in the comments, if you wanted to let me know how you actually feel about your body, 0 being I love my body, it's amazing, 10 being I absolutely cannot stand this body, I hate it, I can't even look at myself in the mirror, whatever. Like, that is pretty much the scale we want to start off with. And once we have that, we will start moving through some statements to help you just shift that sort of body, that feelings towards your body. Now, for those of you who are new to emotional freedom technique or EFT tapping is a emotional psychology, pretty much emotional acupressure that we perform on certain parts of the body. Don't worry, I will guide you through the whole thing, but I'll take you through just the general points, just so you know where we're going throughout the section. So if I say something, you know exactly where to tap, or you can just follow me on the video, because I will guide you throughout the whole process. So firstly, karate chop, just underneath the little bone here in your pinky finger. So that will be the first one, and I'll guide you through some statements to say on this point. Then we'll move to underneath the eye, next to the eye, underneath the eye, under the nose, under the chin, collarbone, under the arm. So if you feel just in line with your brow line, pretty much you'll find there's a little sensitive spot here. And then top of the head. Okay, so those are the general points we will be following. You cannot get this wrong. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm doing this right, you are still, even if you tap slightly in that certain area, you are gonna still experience some amazing benefits to this. So I would love for us to get started. Before we get started, I would love for you to grab a glass of water and wash your hands, because we will be touching our face. You want to make sure that you just apply hygiene and just make sure that your face doesn't get your grimy fingernails on it. Beautiful. So I'm going to take a sip of water. And the reason why we drink water is because we are detoxing, we are emotionally releasing our feelings, and we need to have a bit of water to help shift the emotions. Drinking water is one of the best things you can do for yourself. It really just helps to support our bodies in so many different ways. So let's get started with our first statements here. And usually what I do with a client is I would normally have a chat with them, see how they feel, and we would personalize this. But unfortunately, because I don't know you, I've put together just a general sequence that will help you just shift through what you are feeling. So we're going to start here on the karate chop point, and gently just tap here underneath the little pinky bone. Okay? See if you can relax your shoulders, relax your hands, and it's just a gentle tap. There's no real thing to think about, nothing really that you need to focus on. Just focus on the tapping and focus on your breathing. And then I am going to give you a statement, and you just repeat after me. So let's get going. I want to deeply love my body. I want to feel good about it. But right now, that sounds impossible. Right now, I don't feel if I'll ever be able to love this body. I have so many years of hating my body. So many years of underfeeding it. So many years of overfeeding it. Of feeling shame or hatred. So many years of taking out my frustrations on this body. And even though I have mistreated my body, I'm ready to see my body differently. Even though I've been beating myself up for years, in fact, I've done it for so long, I don't even notice it anymore. I'd really like to start changing this right now. Beautiful. I'd love for you to just keep tapping here. Take a beautiful deep breath in. You've got this lovely. If you're feeling like emotions need to pour out, let it come. If you want to pause this, if you're watching a replay, go and grab some tissues. That's all okay. So just take a moment here, feel into the sensations, and just allow yourself to notice what comes up. That's all part of the emotional release, and this is why it's called the emotional freedom technique. We are releasing emotions, and we can have some heavy emotions about our bodies. So I'd love for you to just feel into whatever comes up for you. Working with our body image can be extremely, extremely emotional. So I'm proud of you for even just starting this. Okay, we're going to start now with a deeper tapping sequence to start helping to release this. So start here underneath the eyebrow. So gently just underneath your eyebrow, you'll find a little spot here. I'm fed up with beating my body up. I'm so good at beating my body up. I've done this for years. Would I treat my pet this way? Would I treat a child like this way? On the collarbone, and give them constant hateful words and thoughts. Just lift your arm here. I don't think so. Top of your head. Why do I treat myself this way? Breathe that in, because that can be quite a harsh pill to swallow. That's okay. Just feel what you need to feel. We'll move on. Eyebrow. I think if I had to write down what I think about my body, it would be heartbreaking. Because my body supports me every day. And yet I punish it every single day. I'm so frustrated with my body for not looking the way I want it to look. What is this really about? When did this start for me? And the collarbone. Is this related to anything else? Under the arm. I'm bringing my compassion now towards my body. Especially those parts that I don't like. Top of your head. And I'm speaking into that area of my body. And I say, I forgive you. And gently just take a moment here. If you need some water, grab some water. Just see where you are. Notice what you need to feel in this moment. This work is difficult. And, you know, the first time I did this, I was in tears. I bawled my eyes out for weeks because of the way I have mistreated my body. So know that this can be triggering. Go with whatever you feel. So I'd love for you to just rate yourself now out of 10. 0 being I love my body, 10 being I hate this body, I just want a new one, or whatever the case is. And hopefully by now you have noticed a shift. We want to see that number coming down as you do this work. And as you do this work, we want to work towards more of a 4 or 5 before we start moving into these next statements. So if you feel like you are still above a 5, gently come back to these top 2 statements. Start again, just move through them until you feel a shift. If you're ready to move on, we'll start with the next statement. Let me know in the comments how you are feeling. What's come up for you? What are you releasing? Okay, let's start here on the eyebrow. What if I could start being kinder to myself? Next to the eye. I choose to forgive myself right now. Under the eye. It's not my fault that I'm struggling with accepting my body. Under the nose. I didn't do anything wrong. On your chin. I'm learning to be kinder to myself right now. Collarbone. What if I had to stop doing all this hatred right now? Under the arm. What if I started appreciating myself? What if I started loving myself a little bit more? Just breathe that in. Thanks, lovely, for commenting that you are 6 right now. Hopefully you feel a shift. Come on. This does take a little bit of time. Drink some water if you need to in between. We'll move on to the very last statement. So just take a moment to feel in. If you need to roll the shoulders, do so, maybe the neck. Just release what you need. And we'll start again with the eyebrows. Last round. I'm ready to start living my life more deeply. Side of your eye. What if my body is doing the best she can right now? Under the eye. What if I started appreciating myself? Under the nose. Body, I promise to be kind to you. On your chin. I deserve to heal, especially my body image. On the collarbone. I'm willing to just love myself a little bit more with each breath. Under the arm. My body deserves love and respect. And last one. I'm so grateful for my amazing body. Gently just breathe into that and just write down one little thing that you are grateful for right now for your body, whether that's your eyes that's able to see this world, your lungs that takes in all this amazing breath, or prana as we call it in the yoga world. Maybe it's your legs for carrying you through the day, or your arms for hugging someone. Maybe it's your belly for giving life to your amazing children. Whatever you want to just love and accept right now. So Thank you everyone for joining in on this EFT statement. I'd love to know if there's been a shift for you. So just tune in and let me know. Matiele, I hope I'm saying your name right. Forgive me if I'm butchering it. Let me know if there's been a shift for you, my love. And also, we want to start seeing if that number has come down. Hopefully for you, it's shifted down to maybe between 0 and 5. And you can repeat this as many times as you like until you feel that shift coming closer and closer to 0. Matiele says she is so grateful for her lips for speaking life into others people's lives. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I'm sure you have the most amazing gift with your lips, and I'm celebrating them with you right now. So thank you everyone. I'd love to see your gratitudes if you're watching the replay. Put them in the comments below. I would love to send you a body appreciation or body image meditation. So comment meditation below and I will send that over to you. Also, I'd love for you to come and hop on my podcast, Beyond Overeating, my Wholesome Lifestyle Project. Come and join the conversation there. I can't wait to hear more about your progress, and I can't wait for you to share what you have felt today in these shifts, and hopefully we meet in a few weeks' time and you feel very differently about your body. So thank you everyone for joining today. I'm so honored to be here. Namaste.